so much for having me here today. It's such an honour to speak and support young British Pakistani entrepreneurs and professionals, students and graduates. I will start by introducing myself. My name is Yasmin Karimi. I'm a bit nervous, by the way. I do a bunch of things, but my main focus has been establishing my beauty brand. Like every ambitious entrepreneur, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. So I started off doing a business management degree, which I always wanted to do because I knew I wanted to get into business. I landed myself in HR and worked in a firm called Linklaters, where I became an HR advisor. I absolutely loved dealing with people, cases. I'm a very people's person. So then I decided that I wanted to become a lawyer. I then went on to do the law conversion and got myself a paralegal job in Clifford Chance because it was really difficult to get a training contract at that time. So I thought the best way to get a training contract is to become a paralegal. A year and a half later, I actually managed to get a training contract in Clifford Chance, which at the time was one of my biggest achievements. However, when I took a step back, I realized that I really did just want to follow my passion and my dreams of having my own business. So I just plucked up the courage and quit everything and decided to really focus on launching my own beauty brand. So 2 years ago, that's what I was doing. And then earlier this year in January, I launched online, which alhamdulillah is going really well for me. I was just very fortunate enough to be on TV and the media, which gave me so much exposure. To be honest, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I didn't realize how hard TV can actually be and how much people judge you, especially being a Muslim and Pakistani. I think sometimes it can be really hard for us because people, like, we're born in Britain, but we still have our culture, and it's just sometimes really hard to balance our culture and growing up in Britain. But yeah, so that was great for me. However, throughout my journey, just like so many others that start off their businesses, I have had to face so many difficulties and challenges. And even, you know, when I quit, I remember thinking, my family is hugely supporting me, but I know deep down they're really disappointed, and I thought I've got to make them proud. I had no idea where to start. I didn't have a mentor, I didn't have an organisation to go to. I honestly did not know what to do. And I remember sitting there one day, opening my laptop, thinking, who can I ask for some help? I went on Google and asked Google all the questions that were running through my mind. And to my surprise, actually, it really did help. And I guess when you start following your dreams and your passion, God just puts people into your life that help you and guide you. I'm really lucky now. I have, you know, hugely successful uncles and my dad who are amazing mentors. But, you know, BPF have been so supportive, and I think this is why I want to be part of the BPF, because I think having a mentorship program is so important, because I know how difficult it was for me to start off, and even have that motivation, like being your own boss and having your own business it's all great, but actually I work so much harder now than I was when I was a paralegal or a HR advisor. Sometimes I don't even get to sleep because I'm always just working. So yeah, I think it's really important to have a mentorship program, and I think it's absolutely great. So let me just turn my page. In fact, so recently I attended, as Adil mentioned, I attended this amazing workshop. I'm obsessed with social media. In fact, if it wasn't for social media, I don't actually know how well my business would be doing. So I went to this workshop because I'm always interested in learning, and I thought I was a social media queen until I met Warren Knight, who was amazing. He then told us about having a social media strategy and a plan in place, and honestly, it was amazing. And this is why, again, I want to be part of BPF, because they organise such amazing workshops and events. So yeah, and it has actually improved my sales, so definitely the strategy worked. It's always important to keep learning constantly, and yeah, so I would like to thank Mr. Raghuwala, because he's a really kind and generous man, and he's amazing at what he does, and actually he's such an inspiration. I want to thank Adil. Adil is a huge support to me. He is Director of Business Development, right? He's been so supportive. Actually, he's made me do the speech tonight, which I'm going to kill him for afterwards. But yeah, like even the BPF team, they work so hard and they're so good at what they do, and I'm just really, really happy to be part of this. And yeah, like I'm glad that it's supporting businesses and startups and graduates, and even those of you who are confused about what kind of career you want to do. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me. And if you want any support or any help or advice, please do approach me, and I will try my best to answer any of your questions. So thank you so much.